What up? It's Lebo Black again, back with another video. Check it out, man. I'm just here at home playing some FIFA, and I'm about to go to the beach. Hopefully, I'll meet some girls there, create some content. It is what it is. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But at the end of the day, man, I wanted to just talk about like how you shouldn't move out too early. This is what the reason why I'm speaking about this is because I have so much experience on this because I moved out too early. I made that mistake, okay? And I remember talking to you guys earlier when I had, the channel, and I used to make a lot more videos, and you guys were like, you want to stay home and actually like invest in yourself and don't move out too early, use your parents as much as you can. And my thing is, bro, I wish I would have listened to that advice because I fucked up and I moved out too early to the point where, I had an increase in salary, I got a new job, things were working out for me. However, I spent most of my money on rent, you know what I'm saying? I spent most of my money on rent. And then I didn't have a fridge, so I had to buy food, and I was buying fast food every single day. And at the end of the day, I just feel like if I had stayed back home, bro, and I had invested in myself, bought my MacBook, upgraded my phone, bought all the equipment, I would have been so much further right now. Got a car, because I had so much money, bro. I had like an increase in salary that was like very, very like large for my age, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my mind state wasn't right, and I've made the mistake, and I just feel like I want to like pass on my mistakes on like my learnings to you because I made that move early and it costed me because now I'm back at home and I'm in the same position I was when I was before I moved out. You know what I'm saying? Had I actually invested in myself beforehand, then made the move at the right time, I wouldn't be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And I want to just kind of like speak on that because like I feel so bad for making that move and making that mistake. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish I had just listened to some of you guys who are actually telling me about how, you should actually just stay at home, invest in yourself before, you make that move out. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those things, bro. Looking back at it, I just made a big mistake. You know what I'm saying? And now being 24, I feel the pressure, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I feel the pressure, and I'm someone who's very competitive, and I'm someone, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've always wanted to be someone who like outworked everyone. I've always wanted to be an overachiever in life, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I used to watch Iman Guides and all these guys who were doing well in life, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like everyone wants that, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you, everyone wants it, but it's all about who's gonna work hard to get it, you know what I'm saying? And that's the truth of life. I don't know, like I'm very ambitious, bro. I don't know, like a lot of people aren't that ambitious, some guys can need, I don't know how you guys can do that, you know what I'm saying, like in this reality, in this life, there's goals, there's money, there's success, there's like fly, you know what I'm saying, like I want to be doing shit, you know what I'm saying, because life, bro, without money, without success, it's very boring, very mundane. You're nothing in this world, like I feel like nothing, I walk the streets, no one talks to me, nothing, you know what I'm saying, like there's like my phone is empty, like, you know what I'm saying, like no one calls me, I have no friends, and by the way, I have no friends, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's particularly because of the high standards that I have in general, bro. Like, if I have a friend, I have very high standards for that friend, bro. Like, I'm one of those individuals, I'm very loyal to someone, okay? And the people I've met, and the friends I've had, they've really backstabbed me, you know what I'm saying? And they've also competed with me in bad ways, you know what I'm saying? This is one doctor, bro. He literally went homeless. And this was like a study, this was like not a study, but it was like more like a research he was doing to find out whether his friends would actually like help him in a bad situation. However, he told his friends he was homeless. No one helped him. No one helped him, bro. As a man, you're literally alone, bro. And I feel it more than ever because no one's calling my phone. I have no girlfriend. I have no friends. I have no job. There's literally nothing. You know what I'm saying? And being 24 right now, it feels like I'm 18 again. Like I have nothing, bro. I wish I had invested. I had used all that money to invest in myself. And now I feel all the repercussions and the consequences of not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like one of those things where I just feel like time's just like moving, and time's not your friend, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like one of those things where you just gotta like get it, and as much as you can, bro. Because like 24 is like one of those ages where you're transitioning. Right? It's a transition period. 24, 27, it's a transition period, Like from 18 to 24, you're learning, you're like making mistakes, you're like, I don't know, if maybe you're at school, then after 24, maybe now you've graduated and you're looking for a steady job, then you get a steady job, then you invest in a car. But by the time you're 27, I truly believe you should at least have some sort of foundation, whether that be car, house, or some job or some business that you're working on that you can now work on for until 32 where you're making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think about my life. You know what I'm saying? But I know life isn't that simple. My life has been up and down, up and down, up and down. But I used to watch a guy called Leo Guru, and he was like, if you follow your passion, if you live life with purpose, which I do, and I live like my life through meaning, I do things that are meaningful to me. He says that your life's gonna be this weird kind of like a cascade of like a up and down. You know, life's gonna be up and down. It's gonna be up and down until one day you're gonna shoot up and your life's gonna be better than ever before. That's what he said to me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like my life might be like that because I mean, like, what other way could it be? What other way could it be? Like right now, it doesn't make sense why I'm in this situation. You know? And sometimes I blame my mental health, I blame this and that and that. But at the end of the day, it's like I had no control over these things, bro. And it goes back to my philosophy that life is actually like a destiny, you know? Like everything has already happened. I truly believe that life is actually a book. Life is actually a book and it's already happened. We're just living it out. So, you know, I talk about, hey, listen, I regret a few stuff that I've done in my life. And that's true. But at the end of the day, I look back at it, I'm like, you know, it's part of my story. You know, I don't want to like be like, oh, I wish that never happened, or I wish I didn't do this. Sometimes I kind of feel like that, but at the end of the day, I realized that I had no control over it, and if I had no control over it, I feel like it was always destined to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's what I want to talk about today, bro. Like, it's just one of those things, bro. Like, man, bro, it's like every single day I'm just trying to get to it, bro, because I'm very impulsive and I have no patience. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I'm very good at business, because with business, you can't have patience. You know what I'm saying? You can't have patience because someone is out there trying to get what you want. Someone's getting for the customer you want. Someone's going for the client that you want. Someone's doing what you need to do. So you gotta beat them at it. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing: a lot of people talk about life is not a race. Life is not a race. Go at your own pace. My thing is, okay, cool. If life's not a race, be 34, stay with your parents. Be 34, no car, no job. Life's not a race. Life's not a race. Life's a fucking race at the end of the day, bro. We're all racing in this. You know, we might all be in the same community, all in the same issues, but all of us have different situations happening. Some of you guys have your parents, some of you guys have like home situations that are really bad. Some of you guys are sub 5, some of you guys are uglier than me. Imagine, bro. Imagine being uglier than me. Okay? So like imagine that, bro. Like we're all in this race and we're trying to like get surgeries, get this. And there's no time. You gotta do it before a certain age, because here's the thing. What's the point of being rich when you're old? What's the point? What's the point of having money when you're old? What's the point of driving a supercar when you're old? You can't, it has no use to you. You know what I'm saying? Money has the greatest leverage to you when you're younger, because you're more sharper, you're more younger, you got more energy. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you don't have the experience and knowledge as much as you would have when you're like older, 40s, whatever. However, you can still experience, you know, at least a life, bro. When you are broke, you have nothing to experience, bro. That's the situation I'm in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't move out too early, bro. That's the mistake I made. Peace.